Mia's Munchies with your host, Chef Mia. Today we're making some Cajun salmon and some Penne Alfredo. Your ingredients that we're going to be using today is the, Salmon completa, all-purpose seasoning, sea salt, Old Bay, some New Orleans Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder, some parsley flakes. You got yourself some mixed peppercorn. We have lemon pepper, Parmesan cheese, your penne, onion, a Scotch bonnet pepper, a lemon, some garlic Alfredo sauce, some white wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, and I also have some heavy cream. That is also to add an extra twist to that. I'll let you know what it is later. And cream cheese. So, first and foremost, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to clean the salmon that I already have pre-cut, that I just got from Publix, with lemon and vinegar and salt for about, let's say, 10 minutes while I get the pasta into the water to boil. So, I'm also adding broccoli to the penne Alfredo. So, the way you properly want to cut when you have a bunch of broccoli is you have your knife. Please be safe. You wash it first, and then you cut like right here in a diagonal to cut off the big stem. And then you get and open them out, and then you can pull them apart like that. So I'm only using half the onion today. So usually I cut it a different way, but since I'm only using half, it'll be easier just to take it out the way and clean it up, There you go. And then take off the first layer of skin. So then after that, I will cut it. Oh, by the way, clean up as you go. It's the best way to do, so you don't have a mess at the end. Okay. You want to cut off the blunt inside so you can get an even slice, and you start. It'll come out pretty like that. So you need the pot to have at least closer to around this much water, about 4 quarts or more, depending on how you feel, if you need that much water. And put a little bit of salt and a little bit of extra virgin olive oil if that's what you want to do for your pasta, and let it come to a boil before you're putting it in. Also now, what we're going to do, it's been about, let's say, about 5 to 10 minutes. And the salmon looks a little bit awakened. It looks a little, she woke me up this morning, So I'm going to rinse it out, and then I'm going to put the seasoning on it. I use only let's say 1/4 of a lemon and probably 2 teaspoons of salt. So I don't have paper towels, so we finesse to pat dry it. Pat dry it on a napkin, just like so, to remove any of the excess water we rinsed out. So it could be easier to season, and it won't slip out. So I added a little bit of Moscato in here because alcohol is fish's best friend.
If you're over 21.
There you go. So I put some parsley flakes in. Some Old Bay seasoning. Some all-purpose seasoning. This is up to you and your taste and how you would like it. The mixed peppercorns. Some Cajun salt, which I gotta be very careful with right now because it doesn't have a shaker. Some garlic powder. And my little secret kick, some lemon pepper. You'll thank me later. I may add more Cajun seasoning since it is a Cajun dish. But I don't want it to be overpowering, if that makes sense, because I still want to taste the fish. Oh, step one, you know, when a mini little mistake happens, you flip over and get everybody some. It's unfair to not share your seasoning. So when one friend gets more seasoning than the other, we give it to the other friends in the same bowl. See, sharing is caring. Boiling. So I'm going to go and drop the pasta in really quickly. By the way, living as a college student at Florida International University, you need to learn some new tricks. Shout out to my roommate Rebecca for videoing this for me. Put this right here. Okay, so I have my magical epis, Haitian epis, or sofrito, or mixed seasoning, and I'll probably do a video on this so you guys can learn to make your own. I'm gonna put some in here. It already has, let's say, a Scotch bonnet peppers, most of the regular seasonings I use on the daily basis. It just gives it an extra taste of a little homemade flavor than the regular seasonings that I already added. So I'll just put, like, let's say, how about this much twice, which is 2 tablespoons, and then I'm gonna rub it in. So the pastas are almost close to being cooked and being al dente, which is ready. So what I do, so I can save myself a time and a pot, I drop in my broccoli closer to the time of when it's going to be almost ready. Actually, I'll show you the pasta real quick. Hold on. So you don't think I'm crazy and I'm just talking out of my butt, you know? So look, right now, let's say the pasta is close to being al dente. Don't try to do this at home. I am used to the heat with my hand. But you see, it's already close to squeezing like that. So then you'll add the broccoli in there just to be able to give it a nice little steam boil. And then after that, we're going to shock them in ice cold water. Scoop out the broccoli. Here. You may get a little pasta in there and drop it right instantly in the ice cold water. Let me get the rest of these broccolis out. Yeah, it's okay if some of the pasta goes into the ice cold water because it's already al dente, so you're not going to mess up or make a mistake. You know? I just need this one. It's a lot of pasta. There you go. And leave it in there to shock it so it can cool down. I'm making the Alfredo sauce now, so I'll take, this is garlic and herb butter, and I'm gonna probably take, let's say, about 1/8, 1/16. It's all up to you and your eyes, because I'm also adding extra virgin olive oil. I may add more butter if need be. This is probably, let's say, 2 tablespoons, about, just to make a little pretty butter and oil mixture. Yeah, like I said, I might add more butter. It's all up to what you see and what you want in your own food. If you want to see the label, here it is. It's the Kerrygold. Then I'm gonna add the heavy whipping cream. About half of the container. This is 1 pint, so about a cup, because a pint is 16 ounces, which is 2 cups. Some salt to taste, pepper to taste, and then I add the Parmesan cheese. Now this is how you make Alfredo from scratch, but I'm going to add the container of Alfredo since obviously this is not enough for 1 whole container of penne. And let that boil up and cook up. So another thing, this is my own little secret because I like my stuff a little creamy. I'm gonna add some little bit of cream cheese. It's about a half a tablespoon because there's not a lot in here. Usually I do a whole tablespoon, but since there's not, let's say, a lot of cream cheese today, we're just using half a tablespoon. So having it in a medium heat, you pour in, after the Alfredo sauce thickens, you pour in the pasta and you pour in the broccoli. Let me mix in the pasta first so you can see what we're working with. It's looking yummy. After I pour in the broccoli, we're going to cover it and let it cook for, like, let's say 3 to 5 minutes. And then I'll show you how I plate it. Well, we're going to be making the salmon. This whole entire time we've been marinating the salmon and its seasoning. So, yeah. Boom. Yeah, I don't like putting my broccoli on the side. I just mix it in. So, if you like, you could just keep your broccoli to the side. You don't have to mix it in. But me, I like everything to be covered in cheese. So, we're about to make the salmon. Look how pretty it came out looking after sitting for a while. It looks really juicy and ready to be cooked. So, first thing we're going to do is put the heat up a little bit higher. Then we're going to drop our butter. I'm just going to use the leftover. It's probably like 1/4 of a stick left. And then pour some EVOO. Oh, hold on. This bottle hasn't been opened yet. About a tablespoon because there's more butter. Maybe a little extra because I feel a little happy. So I'm putting some onion here. So I'm going to use half of the amount of the onions for the bottom to cook. And I'll put the rest of it right on top of it. Maybe I'll add a little more. Yeah, here. This baby's came out really pretty. Let that fire up. I have it at a medium-high heat in the between here. So a little hidden secret, you know you got some leftover seasoning in your bowl. Add some hot water that I've had sitting here into there. Mix it out, just like that. And pour it right in there. So this is your finished product. So thank you for choosing Mia Munchies and watching my show. I'm your host, Chef Mia. Shout out to my roommate, Rebecca, for videoing this. Please remember to wash your hands. Please be safe and clean as you go. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and stay tuned for the next video.